It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
One set, 54. Mike, 54. It's our time. It's our time.
Now Jackson on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun, flushed out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Elliott on 1st down to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
48, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 54 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Got him in. It's Brown. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on
and this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. From the 35 on 2nd down. Prescott, his throw incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Oh, he shifts past him, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going. He's got a man. Complete. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 88 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A first down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Elliott, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd and 10, Prescott, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
We got 4.
Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Call it a gain of 5, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And Forbath will put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Prescott, that is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
17. Ravens 14.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 24.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Returnable for Thomas. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
55. I got him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Robert Quinn picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. Well, they took a shot there and tried to get it downfield, 4th quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cobb. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Prescott to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on first down. Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's Elliott. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
You hear me? All right, I had muted my mic. I back on. I use a different office on you. Well, they all the same to me. I'm best in all. I'm great in all of them, so ain't no difference. I got a young boy I want y'all to play. Oh, I got one of my students, white boy, and live in Florida. One of my students since 2000 and, huh? Nah, I say he's online right now. Yeah, no long games. Anybody can score. Anybody can make a touchdown. All that time you're getting to make it, that's too much time. Field goal? I only got to do what I got to do. I don't got to score 50 if I can win with 17. Word. Okay. Oh, yeah, you kept saying that before, man. It wasn't accurate. You said that before. Last time he played. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. I ate that real good. I feel good.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans
I tell them,
Saints.
come get me. Take me to a game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it?
I go to the Giants games a lot.
It just doesn't feel right.
Cowboys and Giants.
You're giving up yardage.
That's the only game I will. You're going to double team. Are you going to double team?
Now a play fake here on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Don't do that on me. Don't put that weak defense. That's a weak defense. I should have been all the way.
Really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory
Coulda, shoulda,
now, here's
woulda.
first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Elliott slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second and 11 now. Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Wow, I don't know how to do that.
Officially, it will go
That's a touchdown.
as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Dropped the ball. I should have went down on the ground. I don't understand why I don't go down on the ground. Why are we trying to get extra yards?
What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides,
field goals? I missed that because I was playing with the more control.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay.
I was trying to get real tight on it.
And knowing him, they'll be disappointed with that.
Nobody's going to be open. I wasn't going to get them for it. Nobody's going to be open.
First and 10, way up at the 37.
Die over there. Damn, fucked him up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease so they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's going to be worse than the first game. Worse.
Down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Ready. We're ready. We're good. We're good. 5-4. Ready. Slam.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray.
She lost like 7 more yards right there.
Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Ready? Yellow waiting. Check 55. Let's play now.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Breeze now. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon. And that,
I walked away. I left the house. I mean, I left the front of the TV. Looking for my cord. That's never going to. That's
as his guys are
crazy.
able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
I charged my controller. Wow.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Aints. They call
This will
it.
be taken in at the 1.
That's it.
A nice little juke.
Ah, come on, you got to block
bring it
2
back
people.
To just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Block him, you got him. Block him, 40. What you falling? So he fell on the ground. 40. Tight end fell.
They were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kick.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They go play action here on first down. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On play action, Prescott. This to Jarwin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Prescott off play action. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Yeah.
From 4 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
That's a definite. Yep, shot block.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yeah.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time
Get
for
you,
the
Breeze.
sack.
Kill him.
That's 7-7, our score after 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, it's Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see
Pressure,
all
pressure.
rush like that, I file it away
I missed
because
that.
I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
I
We'll
missed
hit
that
them with a
safety.
screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Got
be
the running
surprised to see
back.
them
Don't worry
run the
about the
ball
running
here
back.
just to try and get some space.
Throwing now is Breeze.
Woo.
They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, great spot. Bounce forward.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Breeze now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, wow.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
They're about to say, yeah.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
No, they make everybody really slow because they said it's too easy for a quarterback to get yards. Now they make the pressure come easy. Just got to max protect. You know how max protect?
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
You know how to max protect?
Past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Yeah, they're still coming. Yeah.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
That pressure, Dan, y'all ain't blocking nobody.
This game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, right at the 15-yard line here.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Prescott now. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it?
No, fucking hold in the game.
Only people celebrating? The guys who just
Hell no, they don't call that stuff.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it'll be 4th down.
I should have waited.
A lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for him. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Harris to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
Yeah, sometimes I don't do it fast enough.
To go before halftime. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab.
That was mine.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? You're 21, 21. 5-8, 5-8.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And
that was
brought
a
down
fumble.
Before they're inside the 25.
Fumble.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Breeze to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Could have got in the end zone. Still high.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Good
and these guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the target there.
Oh, I thought I had that ball deep. I should have waited 2 more yards. Yeah.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Yeah, that was a punt.
And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Keep playing hard. Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
To throw again on second down. Breeze, Sean Lee, the longtime vet.
Yeah, he was. I had missed him for a second.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this one complete to Smith. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but
They
they'll
get the
still
first
look at a
down. He
fourth
still
down
inches
now.
off. Wow.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
I could have picked that. It's right in your hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Check back.
Prescott to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Let's go. Let's go.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful
They
play, doesn't
give
it?
it to
How
me.
about that play action there, freezing the defense
I didn't
just
get the first
enough
till I had
to
it.
bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw again
I
on
threw
2nd
it.
down.
Come on.
Prescott, blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Again, it's Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Brees going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, definitely.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Brees now on 1st down. And now here's another interception.
Wow. How did I know
Picked off by the
I know I had that.
Jalen Smith. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get that.
To throw on 1st. He's going to find Gallup here complete. To midfield.
Oh, crap, I'm gone.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Prescott now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott on the crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Wow. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Brees to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Brees.
Oh.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick.
Man, everybody got a chance to touch it.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Malik Collins in there to record another sack. And that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon. Because
it was too far over his head.
In the
too far.
2015 season,
he couldn't. It was over his head. He couldn't jump that high.
There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18.
Different play.
Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. 8 yards on the completion,
but he was right with him. He was man to man with him.
The time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Go, get out there.
Prescott from the gun on third.
Good shot, good play. I needed that extra time. So I played to get developed.
Little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety, and I was in college. We often called that a lightning blitz.
Extra time.
Now on fourth down, it's the punt team sending this one away. On the return, Harris. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first.
My water at? Oh, shit. What can I do with that water? Oh. Make my beans and food. It's only 8 o'clock. Eat something healthy. That shit healthy. I got nothing to eat, nothing to snack on. Oh. 300, almost 290, 280, something like that. I've been deleting people I ain't playing in a long time. Black jerseys. Might text me. Answer that text. Yeah. Place of no more Aaron Rodgers. Getting rid of him. Wow. Oh, wow. Where?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was
oh, he put it, wow, come on, not in the snow.
Get set to match up with
the snow is horrible. Every player be slipping. That's corny. Uh-oh, see, I told you from the door.
About the 17. Then he'll take this across the 25.
Fumbling and fumbling. I don't like nothing about fumbling. I'm bringing the blitz every down. That's all I'm going to do.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he almost picked it.
No, Graham, not here.
On their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs.
I hit him. I did hit him.
Chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott on 1st down. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
No.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 24, Rodgers, and this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham.
Like
and he's
Jimmy
taken
Graham ain't getting no
down,
more
able to
catches.
slip
You like him
across
too
the
much.
35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Almost.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. They'll run it with Jones.
He missed it by a yard.
Forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble.
Robert's holding that button.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, and that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Cooper's got him, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Buying time to his left. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, The action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Escaping the pressure right.
Shit out of
and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
On first down, it's Elliott. Power running by Zeke. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Hello?
Ezekiel Elliott, 36 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Format to send it away now following the touchdown.
No, that's not bad.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
158, 26. I don't think you got it, sir. Watch the air.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Williams. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 14-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21, and all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. That's complete to Cobb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On play action, Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Intended that time for Cooper. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
All day, baby, all day.
Yeah, I'm still on the phone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Check 52.
They'll run with Elliott. And an alley to run. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And Adams has it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
They tried to call me.
He
tried to call me. I
and it's
answered.
3rd down.
They tried to call me.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
Get out of here.
And he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina.
Miss it. Oh, he did.
Knocks it right through.
Get the shenanigans out of here.
Lead at 13-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays when they have these types of
kicks gonna miss it.
That no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having.
That was a catch.
Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Oh, I had that catch. I should have threw it early. Short.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
This is Elliott, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Extra point up and good by Crosby. Back now at Lambeau, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb taking it in, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Over. Look again.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They go to Elliott again, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Draw play, Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. A 1st down carry by Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. But
the interception got you. That's all that got you, interception. That dove in the ground and kicked the ball. That's some whack.
Finish it off. You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly,
oh, that was you?
Even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew.
Oh, wow.
I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching
that one pass. They're on the ground, and you dove and got it. That's bull crap.
The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Where's my other phone? I can't find my other phone. Where's my other phone at? The heck? Where's my? I had 3. Oh, there we go. I'm still on the video. We can run another one. There ain't no snow. The snow is whack.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this. Here we go. 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Going nowhere.
It's never going to get through ever again.
From the 31. Now Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Here we go. 57, 57 to Mike. Here we go, 46. You gonna see me?
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Give me that.
And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Hey, kill. 47. Sweat. 28. Here we go, 46. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards into completion, but now they face 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Nah, I don't have to. I got other people on my team that can do the same beautiful thing. I won't pass it. I won't rush the ball one time.
Prescott on 1st down.
I can't stop
That's
that.
caught once
That
again
blitz will
by
never
Gallup.
get through. I'm not stop.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
I can
A
stop
gain
any
of 6
blitz.
there on
Any
first.
blitz.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Cover
Last
80.
drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Get out of here. You don't have the ability to do what you just did. Turn around and catch the ball. You don't have the ability.
And he will take it out to the 25.
You don't have the ability to turn around and catch the ball. Bull crap.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Joker. Watch twist.
Throwing again. Jackson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson.
Ooh,
it's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Out.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now is 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Come on, get the ball.
Away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Try that run. See that run. Right there, that run. See that run. Don't try it.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Ooh.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Escaping the pressure right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Jackson now. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 35 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Robert Quinn. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Stop throwing balls to your running back. You never catch a pass again in the game. Ever. Ever.
First down. It's Elliott. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 20.
He might catch a pass. I won't say he might. He won't get no good yards for it. He might catch a pass. I can't say he's never going to catch a pass.
From the 22, Prescott. And a big turnover
Why
there.
not do that? But I ain't worried about that, James. You can't. I had a guy open.
Was the intended target. Jackson
Running
and the
back
Ravens
is
come
on
up now,
his own.
1st and 10
Never
at
catching
their
it.
own 15. After the interception, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm going to pick it next
Quinn,
time.
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football
I gave it
game.
to him.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to build off the turnover.
Happy birthday to Arthur.
But you're exactly right. They're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Happy birthday, Arthur.
After getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now Austin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Fourth down, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Prescott now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime.
What are you doing?
Down, 2 still remain.
What are you doing on the phone?
This is the NFL.
Pushing buttons.
On EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
I got a first down.
We'll be taken in the end zone.
I had a first down. What happened? What just happened? Yeah, what just happened? Yo, what just happened?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Look at the big man rumble. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Slow as hell.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
But you got to be out of the pocket, remember.
Opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring.
Okay.
Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And what happened? I had a first down. They said I didn't have the ball. I had a first down. And gave you the ball.
About 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw is Prescott. This to Jarwin. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
I believe in my defense. I'm good.
Down after a loss of 1. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
Ooh, that was a pick. And he fumbled anyway. I mean, he dropped it. That was a pick, though.
Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On second down now, it's Ingram. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Don't do that. That don't work.
On third down, Jackson out to his left.
I beat you to the ball.
Deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, we're into the second half now.
Well, I mean, well, you got to go down. You got to go down.
Like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems...
Oh, also, you can turn off the passing ability. You won't throw it as much. You got to turn the passing ability off. Sometimes I forget how to do that, but it's not but the L2.
Drive by the Cowboys offense.
Turn his ability to pass off and fumble left.
Last time threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On second and 11 now, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Intended that time for Cooper. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now it's Jackson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
I've seen that.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Stop saying it's hard to sing. I hate that.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now Jackson on first down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Hello.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. On the draw, this is Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
You can't get that.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing
that
the ball as well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And a second field
at
goal
Grandma
here
house?
cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here we go. 1 and 0.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out
That's the
there on
camera,
that
Arthur.
side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. They got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott, and this one complete to Witten over the middle. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one goes for 24 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, a beautiful fake. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute,
we're on quiet
just
here.
about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got and a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Woods with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
No doubt, man.
From 10 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
Let's go! Let's go!
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, good game.
I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as
No
good
doubt,
as
my
this one.
brother.
They
Take it easy.
seemingly force turnover after turnover after turnover every time you
Yeah, I
turn
do. I
around.
had you.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover.